You just need a pen, some paper, 5 minutes of your time to find out who you are, what you're supposed to do in life, and find your authentic voice. Let's start with the framework. As I've mentioned in my previous video, in order to think fast and clearly, we need a framework to structure our thoughts. So today we're going to be using an adaptive version of Ikigai. It's a Japanese concept on how to find your life's purpose. It looks something like this. But this is outdated for our times, especially the section on what makes money, because when you ask yourself that question, it's a loaded word, money, and it comes with a lot of preconceived notions. What makes money? It used to be you need to be a doctor, a lawyer, a banker of some sort in order to make money. Today, it seems to be the stock market, cryptocurrency. You need to be a social media influencer, and who knows what it'll be down the road, right? Instead of asking those questions, we need to realize that the riches are in the niches, so to speak, and because of the internet making it possible to connect the long tail, it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're passionate about it and you're good at it, you'll find your people. So instead, I propose IKIGAI 2.0, my interests, my talents, and my whys. The first two, what I'm interested in and what I'm good at, this will give you your direction. And your why will be the one to help you niche down and really find your authentic voice. Number one, what are you interested in? Now, this in traditional Ikigai usually is what you love. And love, again, is a very loaded word. So when we're asked that question, we feel like,
I don't know. I don't even know what love is. I guess I like some things, but...
You don't want to commit to that you love X, Y, or Z. And so instead of getting stuck because of this word, we'll use what are you interested in? Step one, list the things that you're interested in. And once you have the list, go to step two, which ones are the ones I'm willing to learn more about, using more time, more money, more effort in order to go deeper into this topic. This will give you a hint as to what you love, because the more you go into it, the more you're interested. You don't mind that you have to spend hours researching, practicing, trying to get better at it. And the deeper you go, the more interesting it becomes. And here are a few questions you can ask yourself. Which things do I spend money on in order to learn more about? Out of all my books or out of all the articles I read online, what topics do they cover? What have I been sitting for hours doing? In your Google search history, what are the things that you look up? Number two, what are you good at? Now, before you tell me,
No, I'm not good at anything. I'm such an average person.
It's not true. You are just delaying the process of finding what you want to do. So take responsibility and find out what you're good at. Ask your friends, ask your family. Think about what coworkers, bosses, strangers, teachers have said in the past that were compliments. And of course, there are things that we're good at and we don't notice because we just assume everyone's really good at it. So I'll also give you a few questions you can ask yourself as hints. For example, think back to the times when you were frustrated with someone not being able to do something so simple. Now, those things could be the things that come very naturally to you, but it takes a lot more work for others to get good at it. Or what are the things that feel like work to other people, but you love to do them? It's really important to phrase the things that you're good at doing in verbs and not nouns. Again, it's because nouns limit ourselves in the way that we think. So for example, if you say, I'm good at math, it feels like a big statement because anything in math is a go, right? And if I don't master everything in math, it feels like I can't make that statement. But if you say something like, I'm good at solving problems, right? That's a verb, solving a problem. Then it becomes a strength that you can apply to any industry, any sector, anything that you encounter in life, and you'll be good at doing that thing. So we want to focus on the skills. I'm good at analyzing, I'm good at problem solving, I'm good at making decisions, these type of skills that we use in everyday situations. Before we move on, I just want to say it's really important. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If it involves brainstorming, to do it first. complete it all, and then go on to picking out the specific ones, because our brain is not able to handle divergent thinking and convergent thinking at the same time. And this is a mistake a lot of people make, and that's why they can't get to the things that they really love, because they're trying to think of lots of things and also narrow them down at the same time. So you want to do all the divergent thinking first, and then once it's all out of your brain, then you go in and you start to narrow down that list. Now, when you put the things that you're interested in with the things that you're good at doing, you'll start to see a path. I'll use me as an example so you can see the concrete direction that I get from the things that I like and the things that I'm good at doing. So I like psychology, behavioral economics, business analysis, and the things I'm good at doing are framework thinking and communicating with the other person in mind. So my direction could be analyzing businesses and how they use psychology and behavioral economics, and then sharing the findings with different groups of people. That's my direction. Still a little bit broad to be the thing that I'm supposed to do in life, but at least I know the general direction I'm headed. I want to be looking at businesses. I want to be sharing that with people. With who? I'm not sure yet. What exactly am I looking at in the businesses? We will ask ourselves the next question, which is number 3. Why do I want to do this? This does 2 things. 1, it helps you prioritize, especially if you're multi-passionate and you have a bigger list of the things that you're interested in. It helps you work effectively with the things that you're interested in, rather than niching down and removing everything else in order to fit in some box. I won't talk about being multi-passionate and how to really work with that in this video, but let me know if you're interested in another video on this. Number 2, it helps you form your point of view and really finding your voice. So this builds the foundation that you can always anchor yourself to, so it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing, it remains true to who you are. Now, if this feels very abstract, let me give you an example again. So coming back to, I'm interested in business analysis and psychology and really wanted to share that with people, right? So why do I want to do that? And to me, it's because I realize a lot of people have great ideas. They have great innovations, they have great things in mind, but they aren't able to communicate it with the world in order for people to understand, to get excited about, and to get behind something like that. And so that's why I want to do this. And this narrows down my path. I want to talk to people with big ideas that they want to share with the world. It could be entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, corporations that want to innovate, and I can use my skill to help them effectively communicate that. And the businesses I'm going to analyze are probably going to be the ones that are involved in innovation, that are trying new things, thinking differently, because that's where I'm going to find the latest application of psychology, of behavior economics, and probably I should even zoom in to the marketing side of things, because that's where psychology has the biggest impact. Now, by asking why, I can narrow down what I want to do in life, which is speak to innovators and help them get their ideas out there by helping them analyze businesses that are using psychology and behavior economics in their marketing to amplify their results. Easy, right? So find the nouns that determine what are you interested in, then find the verbs of what am I good at doing. Combine the two, you have the direction that you're going. Then you want to ask yourself why, right? Find out, why do I care about these things in the first place? And with that, you'll know, where are you coming from? What is my point of view? What do I want to anchor all the things I'm sharing to? And having that, doesn't matter what it is that you're talking about, you'll have your own voice and you'll stay true to who you are. Now, in the next video, we'll take what you're supposed to do in life and we'll set your environment up for success. Because the things that you're good at doing, it could be a strength, but it could also be a weakness depending on your surroundings. So stay tuned for that. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!